What's that button do?
It's
I don't know if I can do it. I got a follow from Judge Judy Slayer.
Judge Judy Slayer, huh? All right, quiet on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the BMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, 6 years plus and still running. Who'd have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we do something and you do something else that generally involves your hand
Something.
meeting your face multiple times. Yeah, and thank you to the two new followers that I got right before the show, Shot Glass 71 and Judge Judy Slayer.
Yes, Judge Judy Slayer, new follower on this stream as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to be buying some Helmut Newton prints.
Helmut Newton.
Yeah.
Bridge Troll hitting us up with 300 bits starting out Monday Madness.
Oh. Yay. 300 bits. So what game does he get?
I'm looking here. Looks like he's got himself a copy of Super Epic, The Entertainment War, $17.99 on Steam. Going out to Bridge Troll for his 300-bit donation. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, we got some other interesting news that I'm going to tell you all about here in just a moment. As soon as I get some other stuff up and running here.
Oh,
apparently the radio decided to crap out right as we were going live, so I've got to get that back up and functioning, which shouldn't be too hard.
Natasha Kinski in the circle.
There it is.
Yeah,
Radio's
I'm not
back.
a whole lot into snakes.
Snake.
Yeah.
Why there have to be snakes?
Why snakes? God
I hate snakes. All right, let's get
Yeah.
this game key out to Bridge Troll real quick. And then we got some updated news coming out of Streamlabs that we will get
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Let me get over here to my channel. Open that up and we'll get this over here in the main screen. I will pause this because we really don't need that.
You're gonna do what? Do what? You can go to streamlabs.com and do a monthly tip.
That's right.
Ah.
Let's go ahead and get this up on screen. For those of you folks who don't want to pay commissions, you don't want to worry about this, that, the other thing. Streamlabs now has a, hate paying the extra fee for your bits. You can now donate directly with the new monthly tip feature. So if you want to make sure that you're in on the action, all you got to do is go over here, click that donate button, and you'll see the pop-up that comes up. And on this pop-up, you can now just do a one-time tip, or, well, one-time tips have always been there, or you can now do a monthly recurring tip that will happen monthly. And you'll be able to go ahead and do that without paying additional bits, giving Twitch half of our subscription fees. Of course, if you've got those Amazon Prime fees, go ahead and do that. But this now allows you to give us the money direct without having to give it to other people. So big news out there for us creators. And again, monthly tips now available. With the advent of this, I'm probably going to be shutting down the Patreon account because that was what the Patreon account was for. But I will update all those Patreon folks and
because Patreon takes more money.
Woohoo. Patreon doesn't take that much. Actually, Twitch takes 50% of all of our subscriber fees. So if you want to be a monthly subscriber and you want us to get more of the money instead of giving it to Twitch Interactive, well, you can do this here monthly and it comes directly into our wallets instead of the big boys. Of course, again, if you've got those Amazon Prime subs, continue to use them because you get them for nothing for your Amazon Prime subscription. And of course, that still gives Twitch a piece of the action, allows them to make a couple bucks off the service they supply for us. So don't want to cut them out totally, but every little bit does help. So for those of you who are so inclined, and I'll be putting yeah, well, Apple actually, Tina, just settled that class action lawsuit, allowing developers to, they can't advertise it inside the Apple store, but they can directly contact the consumers telling them about alternate payments so that they don't even have to pay that 15 to 30%, plus a whole lot of other concessions. So it looks like Apple lost on that front of the lawsuit. Yeah, I figured you were aware, but this is for everybody else.
They capitulated.
Yeah, they settled. They made some concessions and had to.
And that's because they know they're going to lose the against Epic.
Yes, not just Epic, but all the independents out there. I'll be putting a little pop-up in here, one of the dailies pop-ups that there'll be a link to this here. I'll be getting that done later on today. And of course, there's a couple quick fill-ins, $1, $3, $5, $10, $20, but you can always just fill that in manually yourself, whatever donation you feel you would like to make monthly. Tina says, I wouldn't put much money losing to Epic.
Maybe. I'm not putting a whole lot of money on any of it, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking about money, you want to talk about that hot story out here real quick that
yeah.
we were talking about, because this is definitely a money grab, and
yeah, it is. Hold on. I got to scroll up above. So thanks to those guys in the Shroud Raw page, we get to find out
Waldo,
that
with
Catnip
1,000
Games is
bits.
being sued. Oh.
Thank you, Waldo.
And they are being sued by AMLIP, which is a well, the funny part is like it's probably like 7-8 miles away from Chris's house. He could always just like
Go knock on
drive
their
over to
door
their
and say, "What are
offices
you
and be like,
assholes up to?"
dude, what the fuck? But yes,
Waldo, give us a couple
AML
track numbers.
IP is suing Catnip Games LLC for some sort of patent infringement.
Yes. Now, of course, this is according to what we read and according to what we can ascertain. This is most likely not going to result in anything, but
Well,
it needs to be addressed by Catnip Games just so that there's no default summary judgments.
that's correct.
They've got claims against 32 other entities, including Blizzard. What were the other names that we came up with? That were in there?
Let's see. It was just a matter of doing a Google search on AML IP, and then we get to hear Caffeine really enjoying his drink. So
Waldo says news. Okay.
yeah, so
Waldo.
Tencent America is also being sued by them, as well as Ubisoft. Is your drink really that good, Caffeine?
I'm just being an ass.
Okay. As well as
Yeah, well,
Macy's.
but the funny thing is, the company who's suing for patent infringement wasn't created until last year.
No, November of last year. Yeah.
So how they can claim patent infringement when they haven't even, yeah, they are patent trolls. It's exactly what they are, Steiny.
Yes.
And that's pointed out in the article. Again, yeah, we don't take much creed in what the Redditors in Raw really say. Most of it's comic relief to us, but interesting enough that these trolls, and again, you know, is sadly this appears to be a patent troll and will probably go nowhere. But Catnip really does need to pay for their other IP infringements, they say.
Yeah.
At some stage, though, you know.
Well, I mean, the question is, what's the other IP?
They're talking about the Star Wars stuff and any other thing that might directly relate to something related, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, like our non-lightsabers or our non-R2D2 or our
Hey.
non-automatons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just thought it was something that we should be talking about. And then, Jack, I'm going to share this with you real quick.
Is it a naked picture?
No, hopefully you'll be able to open it up and read it because I've only got the one copy of it. So tell me if you can open and read this from here.
I can read it. No, I cannot read it.
Cannot read it. Okay, so
Yeah.
I will open it up on my screen and then I will send you the screenshot of it. Hang on a second. This comes from Waldo, and Waldo, thank you for the update. Again, you know, our condolences on your loss. But
Yes.
let me go ahead and get this here to Jack now that Jack taught me a new trick.
Yep.
Because I always just save these things and I didn't know I could just paste it without saving it and just get the hell out of there. So, I'll let you bring that up.
Okay. Waiting
We'll
for it to come across.
Discord.
I know. Still waiting. And then getting work messages.
And commentary out there. Sometimes they can get patents for prior art. Tina says it looks like they bought the patents. Well, art,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be patented. Art would be copyright, first off. And all the art that's here is done by people who gave permission, as we understand, to,
Or they purchased assets off the asset store.
yes.
Yeah, but there's a theory that it's actually related to like the shopping. Okay, so opening original. Oops, wrong window. Okay. Um. Ta, ta, ta.
Would you like me to read this, or are you just going to
Yeah,
keep it
go
up
for
on
it. It
screen?
is addressed
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, so this come from Waldo, and the title of the book was "My Wife." And Waldo says, "Laz, I thought I'd pass on to you that my wife's death was unexpected and apparently sudden. They are taking 2 weeks or more to get the cause of death. Feel free to share that on NBNN because people always want to know." Emil, I don't know how you pronounce that, said, "Knowledge is good." He is the founder of Faber College in Animal House, and the statue head welded on the Deathmobile chuckles. "I'll be returning to the Seattle area on Wednesday, and he's expecting to still go on his European river cruise, leaving late in September and getting back from the trip 3 weeks later. So his connectivity may be limited and likely your show is late at night. I'll have to check the time difference. Dearly, Waldo B. Donham, Bruce Donham." And he finally got to use one of the fancy ribbon scrolls I crafted, only 49 to go.
Okay.
So,
Thank you,
again,
Waldo.
yes, thank you for that update, Waldo. Much appreciated. And of course, again, our condolences out there to you and the family. And please, again, enjoy, your trip, and of course, celebrate your wife and for the time you all had. And again, keep us updated as to what the status is, and I'm sure you will. And again, thank you for the 1,000 bits today. We do appreciate it. Always appreciated from all you members of the community because it's you guys who keep us here doing what we do.
Yes.
Tina says prior art is a term for something that exists before the patent but is related to. They aren't talking, yeah, they're not talking about it. As far as the article that we're referencing here, they say it has to do with the game mechanics of how the store
Sales.
works, apparently, sales work, which I think just about every video game uses the same format, and I don't think you can have a patent on sales. How do you have a patent on sales? You have a money processor, you have your
You
in-game currency.
you you patent the process of an online transaction because at the time that was a novel concept which could be patented.
I don't see it because just
And
about every game in existence does it. So if they have a patent on it, then every single game would be subject to said patent, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
but I mean, if it's like at some point in time they will have to invalidate that patent as a generic.
Well,
Uh,
according to comments in chat, their patent is expiring this year. Probably why
yeah.
they're trying to get infringements on it before the patent expires. But again, company seems like a troll, and yeah,
Oh, it is a troll. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
otherwise you wouldn't have waited so long for enforcement.
Well, again, they bought patents, created a company, and then went after stuff that was expiring. So I guess anybody could technically do that. Buy
Well,
expiring patents.
that's why I said invalidated. And patents do have a timeline, I
Um,
believe.
as I thought, patents were like for 75 years or something like that.
Uh,
Or is
I
that
don't know. I don't know.
trademarks or
And thank
copyrights?
you,
I forget.
Waldo, for that 1,000 bits as well. Let's see. Yeah, they have a time limit. It's 20 years, so that's why they're going after all the everything right now. Okay, so and Lily is really, really confused. She does not know how to lay down on my desk today because things are in the way. Okay, so are we playing marbles today? Oh, news.
No,
News is what
he
Waldo
wants us to
says.
stick with
Yes.
news today, so let's head on out to the Tweeterverse.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we going to?
Do you want to start
All
with
the way to the 28th
Okay, so we're not
on
going to do
Friday.
live stream information because that's pretty worthless.
Well,
There was a live stream on Friday. If you missed it,
yes.
it's out there. So
But they did have some technical difficulties with the prizing bot.
wasn't my fault.
Turned out to be related to the AWS issue they had a few weeks ago. Drawing done from the stream last night with 2 bonus drawings from the 2 levels of Hype Train. Winners are the same people that you see every week.
Yeah, it's the same people who tune in and actually get the phrase of the day because there's no way to find out the phrase of the day without tuning in.
That is correct. And then patch number 1435 is now live, and notes can be found here.
Here.
And then 5 hours ago, Chris tweeted out, looks like we have a few error messages spamming. Nothing too fatal, but these can cause nasty hitching and lag, and working on a patch to get most of those cleaned up.
Indeed.
Oh, Serpent Wine, congratulations on winning. Okay. Now, are you ready to go to some patch notes?
I didn't see Serpent Wine as that name.
Well, that's because he is in there somewhere. Very top. Edwards Natural Leather Chesterfield Sofa and Chair is what he won.
Again, I don't see his name.
Well, you have to click on the image in order to expand it. And it's at the very top.
It doesn't
Mogul
show me.
Raz Dunk.
Oh, well, that's not Serpent Wine. Yeah.
Well, that's where he said Mogul Raz
okay.
Dunk.
I didn't see that in chat. Okay.
And the arrow saying I'm Mogul Razdunk.
I didn't see that in chat. All I saw was winner. I didn't see that above. Okay, absolutely. Congratulations to you.
Now let's go find some patch notes because we are on patch number.
We got to do 1435 first. So
3. So 1435 came out on Friday, where Universal Chat will once again work with short messages. I guess that's the
Universe Chat. It wasn't just Universe Chat.
Hey man,
can you do your belly? Let's do /belly in local chat.
Hold on. Well, I could do it in local chat the other day.
I thought it was local chat. You couldn't, and then once you did it in Universe Chat,
no,
you were able to do it.
It was /u belly. I can do it once again in Universe. Now, can I also bow? Yes, I can bow. Okay, then after that, decoration sack of wheat grain, as well as the sacks of salt, flour, sugar, now have much more forgiving collision, so you can scooch them closer together, which makes their edges appear like pliable cloth. They also can now be rotated on the additional axis and placed on external floor surfaces and placed as pot decorations.
Yay.
Yes. The red stall awning can now be placed on pavers.
Yay.
The Greymark Forest slightly increased the respawn rates for some kobolds as there's a drop out there. Also, one tier 6 kobold commander will sometimes appear in one of the 2 kobold camps.
Nice.
So, isn't Greymark's Forest supposed to be like in the Hidden Vale, supposed to be much harder than tier 5?
Let's take a look at Gray Mark on the world map. That was one of your
It,
early
it,
favorite
it-
hunting places, wasn't it?
well,
That's
because it's right outside of Owl's Head.
yeah. It is a
But
tier 5 adventure scene.
but remember that it's like everything in the Hidden Vale was supposed to be tier 5 plus.
Well, again, originally everything in the Hidden Vale was supposed to be newbie
I-
starting level.
Well, I'm aware of that because the Hidden Vale and Owl's Head was the first real town, followed by Kingsport.
Yeah, but
And the first adventure scene was Owl's Nest. I killed some scorpions there and realized I couldn't die.
was it Owl's Nest or was it the Dragon Cave?
Owl's Nest.
Okay.
It's all the way up to those mines. Yeah.
Absolutely. Some of them didn't get upgraded. Some of them are still tier 1 and tier 2. But if we scroll in,
yeah, it's really funny going into a like tier 1 scene right outside of Owl's Head. Then you've got tier 5, and then you go over to what's that ruined keep? And realizing that it's tier. Whoa, what happened here?
well, it says Ruin Keep is a tier 3 according to Soda Map, but we know that that's not a tier 3 anymore. Ruin Keep is probably closer to a tier 10 now, isn't it? As well as Owl's Head Sewers, and a lot of other places that got, what is the other ones down here? Let's see what it says on Soda Map about Ravensmoor. Ravensmoor is a tier 8 plus. That's correct on Soda Map.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's ruined keep. Sorry. Oh man. All I gotta say is someone really needs to brush Lily because she is shedding hair left and right.
Ooh, that didn't sound good.
Well, she proceeded then to start licking me, so maybe she didn't like that spot because Lily is like 9 years old, so
she's a mature female.
Very mature, and she's trying to eat a pen right now.
Oh, nom 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 nom.
Oops, she knocked it out of my hand. Let's see. What?
Yep.
Okay. Then after that, the collision has been improved on azalea and black elder bushes to allow for much closer placement of other decorations and more possibilities to decorate vegetation type deco more densely.
Nice again.
Yeah, the loot chances for the new craftable cobalt tint recipes have been increased slightly. The three new ether potions and 9 new magic mastery potions are now available on the player vendor manage orders listings.
So you can purchase them.
Yes. Out in Utengrund, they fixed an issue where the frost giant fight hailstorm hazard was automatically removing some materials.
Dude, that's not good.
Yeah. Polished work on the frost giant. The new leather backpack pattern should now properly apply to the back slot items. Some of the damage for the frost giant battle hazard to be physical instead of cold. Items patterned with the patterns from the Zen Penetrator, the Halberd of the Sun, or the Shard of Night will no longer display tooltip descriptions as if they were an artifact.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Out in Utengrund, the Frost Giant hazard damage values changed. Visual effects within Battle Royale prefab updated for missing texture.
We got Battle Royales? What? What?
Battle Royale prefab. Yeah. Then Out and Outlaws run the compass markers to find seeds. Now display search piles of leaves for seeds. Out in Screk, they fixed a typo in the hacker's name response. Yes. Then we have build number 1436, which no tweet about build 1436. The looking for group user interface was fixed. The new POT Gobi Rose Midnight and Daylight. What?
3 new POTs.
Well, new POT says 1. I mean, otherwise they would include an S.
Yeah, well, you know, is grammar is not a strong point here.
Oh yeah. Well, neither is like, hey, we've got this brand new format for patch notes,
Yeah,
and they're going to be much more verbose and
if you're going to do midnight and daylight, there shouldn't be a comma after midnight, right? There should be midnight and daylight. There should be no comma because of the and put in there, right?
Well, I mean, it's like,
correct.
Well, new pot, comma. It's like, should have been a colon. But yeah.
Again, grammar not a strong suit.
And definitely not a semicolon, because that would be separating two independent clauses. But yes. Okay, then after that, the Ghost Drain Strength ability now has a unique icon which appears in the active buff bar when that debuff is present.
Interesting. So does that mean it actually goes up in your buff area up there? Or
yes,
yeah.
as a debuff. Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting. And that is the latest from patch notes here in Shroud of the Avatar. Total number of patches so far is 3. 3
so far, because Chris is not on a surprise vacation.
3 in 3 days.
Hey, and have you heard my thing go off today?
Your front door, or your garage? Which one? I know. I heard the garage go off, so that's got to be a new camera.
Yes, that is a new camera. When did it go off? I don't remember hearing it.
You were out smoking.
Well, that might have been because there was actually someone at my garage, and then at 11:50 it was actually me grabbing stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that was an actual person earlier, because someone was actually in my driveway doing weird things.
Oh.
It was post office delivering me posters.
Oh, very cool.
Because I need to put up posters around my house of some sort. I need the Tasteful Nudes.
Yeah.
Or was that Tasteful News?
Nudes at NBNN.info, not to be confused with news at NBNN.info. Yeah. That's right. All right, moving right along.
Tina, the Oxford comma is the one between midnight, comma, and daylight. That's the Oxford comma, not the one that POT, comma.
That's what he's referring to.
Yeah. And the Oxford comma would be proper. So is it Yeah, but yes. And no, that's not the proper spelling of nudes at nbnn.info. Although Laz should probably create that one for something else. But yes, what other news do we have to talk about today there? And welcome to the Discord there, Heg Pets.
We've got loads of updates still to go through from the release notes.
Oh, yes. Because
Do you recall where you were?
We were at the large pots and the cleavers.
Yes. Actually, I thought we had gotten past that.
No, that's where we were at. So,
HegPet subscribed with Prime for 7 months. Thank you,
congratulations.
HegPets. Track number or news? I'll give you the option today.
Yeah. So I don't do a whole lot of cooking because I have I have the prosperity items anyway. When you're cooking, do you actually use a cleaver?
I have a cleaver for when I got to go through bones.
I'm not talking about real life.
Yeah, no, in real life, yeah, I've got cleavers.
No. But in game, do you use anything with a cleaver?
Yeah, in butchery, as Tina is shouting out, not cooking, butchery.
Okay, butchery. Okay, so new crafted large pots and cleavers and the 2 kitchen utensil sets. I use prosperity items for all that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. It's like prosperity items. I never have to worry about breaking any of them. Because otherwise you go through tools like they're butter.
Yeah, and you got to figure those into your cost of things if your tools are breaking, especially when you're smelting. Well, that's got to be done.
Yeah, I did tell you that, speaking of butter, I did tell you that one of my coworkers was stabbed, right? By a friend of his.
Mentioned something about that the other day when you referenced butter. Was he stabbed with a butter knife?
No, he was stabbed with a razor blade thing, and I guess they were just poking around, and I wanted to ask him, did it go in like butter? But yeah, he's a subordinate, so we can't do that. But salvaging mundane items such as beakers, test tubes, flasks, and jars now provide a little more quartz per attempt. Zinc has some chance to be obtained by salvaging mundane items which appear to have metal parts.
Which appear to have metal parts.
Which appear, because zinc is what you would use in those situations. Fix the issue with the exceptional ranged weapons not getting the exceptional modifier. Mm-hmm. Fix the issue with the leather belt masterwork attempts using the cloth armor masterwork skill. Now masterworking these leather belts properly uses the leather armor masterwork skill. Fix the issue with color deviations in dragon masks after being patterned. Fix the visuals of the jar and oil and jar of vinegar items.
Didn't realize there was a visual problem with those.
Well, I mean, are the jars of oil going to be in green jars?
Yeah, truthfully, I never look at the artwork on those. I just grab a stack, put it in my backpack, and I go to a table. I really don't pay attention to that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, exactly. With friends like that, who needs more enemies? I know shit. Emotes and recipes can once again be traded properly. Empty flask and empty flask. Empty flask and empty flask. Hardened items now actually appear as empty when placed as decoration.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, to me, like, that qualifier, so the adjective hardened, should go at the front.
Hardened empty flask?
Yes.
Well, unless you're doing it as an inventory, empty flask, comma, hardened
Hardened.
empty flask
Yeah.
slash normal empty flask slash leather, whatever.
Wait, is there a leather empty flask? I mean, there's only two types of empty
I'm
flasks.
just giving examples here. I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no. Don't take me on word. That you go out there looking for a leather empty flask. There is no such thing. Just saying.
Although I do own one.
I know whenever I did inventory in the restaurant, I would do butter, PC butter by the pound, butter by. There were different variances.
Did you do butter, salted, butter?
Butter unsalted, absolutely. Yeah, it was actually most restaurants stick with unsalted butter because you can always add salt if you need salt. Plus, having salted butter will screw up baking recipes that require salt. Yes, so any baker knows that. Always use unsalted butter.
Yes. Last Tango, butter assaulted. Yeah. So let's see. Fixed an issue with books not displaying the correct name in the tooltip when switching from runic to normal text. Applying the patterns for the Shard of Night, the Zen Penetrator, or the Halberd of the Sun no longer include the artifact in the patterned item's name, which was a bug report.
The tier, two different things.
Well, it was an additional bug report. I mean, it was an additional patch.
Yes, because they got rid of the tier. They were still listed
No,
as an
no.
artifact.
Applying the patterns for the Shard of Night, Zen Penetrator, or the Halberd of the Sun no longer include the tier of the artifact in the pattern's name, but it still had artifact on there, and so they had to go do another release in order to remove that.
Two separate. Yes.
Yes, you are right. You are right. That is two separate things. Merchants with the same wares as Emily from Owl's Head will no longer display two separate stacks of torches for sale.
Interesting.
Okay. The artifact upgrade recipes for the two-handed sword of elf slaying the two-handed mace of elemental saying, and the wand of lightning now also reflect the new names recently applied to these artifacts. Recipe of the round rug royal has been renamed to recipe oval rug royal to match the item it creates.
So I was going to say, is the rug oval or is the rug round? Which is it?
Well, it started out round and then you walked on it and it stretched a little bit, making it an oval.
Making it oval?
Yes.
Your cat kept clawing on it and stretched it out, and now
that is right. Do these artifacts do anything yet? The answer is no.
They look cool.
And Hurricane Ida has reached Kentucky. Well, be safe. Or it's no longer a hurricane, though. It's a tropical something. Depression, maybe. Because it was downgraded like 5 minutes after making landfall.
I can tell you. Well, it was downgraded to Category 3, then Category 2. Let's see exactly
it's a thunderstorm.
Where it is right now.
It's a tropical depression, probably.
I'll tell you in just a second.
Yeah.
I have my weather map always handy here because Florida, yeah.
Yep. Hey, the skull mask.
The tropical storm.
Yeah. The skull mask no longer allows attempts at applying dye. The visuals for this items were never designed for dyes, but dye application was inadvertently enabled for this item.
They should have been.
Should have been. I mean, why can't you put dye on a skull, man? Make it dyeable. The fancy icebox can now be traded.
I didn't know we had an icebox in game.
Yeah. You could have bought it on the asset store in the Crown Shop. The new water lanterns can now be placed as pot decorations.
Wasn't
Adjusted
that an
mini
update from last month?
Shh.
Just saying. Just saying.
Just because it was patched in the middle of the month doesn't mean that it wasn't mentioned in an update.
Well, but then it's not a new this month's update. It's last month's patch. For crying out loud.
Oh. Oh, hold on. Someone texted me the word boob. Oh. That's the perfect place to go to your women's care specialist mammogram and ultrasound.
Yeah, I saw that. That was stolen out of the greatest signs, 40 best signs ever.
Yeah,
photographed.
it's definitely the best.
800B. Yeah.
Yes. Then after that, let's see. Adjusted mini chandelier decorations to allow for exterior ceiling and POT placement. Where in a POT is there a place to hang a
I was gonna
chandelier?
ask that same question. Inside a barn? Inside a bell tower? Inside a shed?
Okay.
Inside one of your NPC houses, maybe?
Um,
I thought NPC houses were off limit. I'll have to go check that out.
hang a chandelier inside of an outhouse.
Inside of an outhouse? Well, see, inside an elven tree home doesn't work because that's a property
That's a
bridge troll.
yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about a
Yes.
player-owned town decoration. I mean, what are you gonna do? Hang it off a lamppost? I mean,
Hey.
guess you
Yeah.
could try that too. Off castle walls.
Yep. The Isabellan stone two-tier outdoor fountain and the Cinerus stone two-tier outdoor pedestal fountain can now be placed on other deco items which accept other decorations as child objects such as castle walls or building blocks.
Nice.
Adjusted the Xenosian shields to be placeable as POT decoration. The ancient Xenosian bracers eternal patterns now functions and can be applied to hand slot items.
Like
The ground hanging versions, of the Dunkleosteus trophies will now scale based upon the size of the lava fish. Yeah, Bridge Troll. I have had pots and I sold them. Thankfully. Yes. The heraldry heart shield can now be placed on exterior wall surfaces.
Nice.
And the funny thing is, I don't think either one of the people that bought my POTs is still in game.
They may have resold them.
Oh, that's
themselves.
possible as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 3 at one point, sold one off because really didn't need 3. I've thought about combining my smaller one into my bigger one or selling the smaller one, but owning 2 is still nice, so.
Yeah, it's something. Okay, and then after that. Let's see.
Combat and skill changes. Up next. Because always nice to see what got nerfed this month.
Okay, then after that, combat nerfs. Creatures throughout all of Novia now have improved hearing and can detect players behind them.
Hello.
Up to 12 meters away instead of 6 meters.
So the size of a robot, lengthwise almost.
Yeah.
Which means you can
So,
still walk up directly behind them and shoot them in the back before they turn around anyway, because I don't think even the 6 meters ever worked.
well, that and how are they going to deal with sneak damage and backstab damage?
Good question.
Yeah. The base weapon skills in the ranged combat polearms, bludgeon, and blade skill trees were not being applied to special attack calculations for almost all weapon skills. This has been fixed.
How long has that been going on?
Congratulations, Shroud Math. Got to get sneakier. But yes, the spinning attack polearm skill will. Did we unshroud some math? Yes, that is exactly what happened. The shroud math was unshrouded for it to just be math. Yes.
That's funny.
Yes. We unshrouded some math to make it work properly. Yes. That was the base weapon skills were not being applied. They are now being applied to the special attack calculations. Which means next month, Chris will decide that, man, we're now
OP.
doing too much damage.
That's OP.
We're going to go nerf everything. The combo icy puncture's range should now scale with the player's polearm reach skill.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Ice Fist range was utilizing fire range as an additional modifier, which has been removed.
That was updated 2 months ago, plus originally. Yeah.
But it never made it into the release notes, man.
Well, it was in patch notes. Or was it
2 months ago.
Or was it just a tweet that never made it anywhere past the Tweeterverse? I forget.
It was definitely a tweet.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. The Gust Chance buff provided by the Ring of Air artifact or item socketed with the imbued Jewel of Gust now correctly applies to the player's character.
Nice.
Flaming Bash and Shield Smash buff descriptions now show properly on the icon tooltip in the buff window if active. Yes, test-driven development is hard. Ice Field damage now utilizes the correct damage bonus stat, and previously it was using the Meteor Shower damage bonus. Especially considering everything is tested in isolation against a test dummy.
Yes, on the QA environment. Live.
Yes. Well, not even on the QA.
That's why I said live.
Yeah. Yes.
The QA environment live, yeah.
Yes. Coming in release 94 variables. Thank you, Bridget Royal, for that. The Ice Field damage now utilizes the correct damage bonus stat. I mean, it's like Shroud math, man.
We don't lie. We don't lie. You know, it's right here in black and white, people. It's right here in black and white. Yeah.
It's like using like the entirely wrong tree. I mean, for a couple of different skills. I mean, it's like, whoa.
Or not applying anything at all is just Shroud math. Yeah.
Yeah. Melody of Mending and Atonal Aria now display the proper icon in the active buff bar instead of Icefield's icon. That was fixed last month.
Shh.
It's like, yeah.
Again, I don't get it sometimes. But anyway. Before we get on to this next one, got to I'll
Yeah.
share this picture again because you weren't here for it
Oh.
on Saturday night.
Oh, the cloak that you got for the 1 year
Yeah,
anniversary.
actually, I didn't save that either, so we're gonna have to go up and
Go scroll up. Go scroll up.
yeah.
The 1 year anniversary of the Bug Brigade.
You missed the party. You missed your chance at the Bug Brigade Anniversary 2021 cloak and fancy party hat.
It's okay. They'll release it later on. I will say that I didn't even realize there was a fancy party hat on your head
Yeah, it's not a
because
I don't
it's
think it's a fancy party hat. I think it's just a regular party hat that
well,
was
even
dyed
even
by
the
Justin.
party hat idea. It's so like sunk into your head. I thought that was actually a bug
Bug.
of a random isosceles triangle pointing out of your head. Yeah. Tina, that is very astute observation. It's not really a good idea to have a fire elemental in your paper doll.
Yeah, we got to show that off too. We haven't done that. Let's bring some pets up.
Well, no, because if you look at the time, it's time for us to get out of here.
Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But you have an idea what's coming tomorrow, so be ready for it. We'll have to see.
Did I even open a giveaway today?
You know, I don't
Yes.
think I did either. Which we should do that real quick.
Shit.
Had we played
Wait,
marbles, there would be
no,
giveaways
actually,
open.
I did.
Exclamation! I love free shit. Everybody, get in on the action.
I did open my giveaway, so I just had to make sure that it was there. So, Econdis, you were one of the first. But yes,
Time to talk about those sponsors. Of course, don't forget you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Inassist, twitch.tv/NBNN News. Don't forget new ways to support us with monthly direct support. And I'll be putting that into the chat bot here later on today so that you guys can just see reminders and be able to click a button without having to go searching for it. Otherwise, just click on that link in the channel and that'll bring you directly to that page. But of course, it's thanks to viewers like you guys and gals out there that have kept us here for over 7 years, bringing you the latest news and misinformation right here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar, as well as daily entertainment, because I know you all get anxious when we're not here to provide you with that on the daily. So thank you all for your support. The Britannia Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region near the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to the mines you want to be near. And if you're a crazy miner like-minded type character and you're looking for a home guild, the BMC Guild is looking for you. Go to bmcguild.com/join, fill out an application, and somebody will be in touch with you shortly. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s Mondays through Friday if you missed us live at noon. Shroudmusic.com for ABC file needs. Serpent Wine, subscribe with Prime for 2 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Thank you, Serpent Wine. Want us to do a track to start tomorrow? Shout it out now, let us know. Otherwise, Shroud Music is where you go for ABC files. And of course, Shroud Marketplace, where I love making those late night sales in shroudmarketplace.com. Sold one of the original, not one of those fakes, not one of them heritage fire dancer suits yesterday to somebody, and they are the proud owner of a fully tradable, non-nerfed fire dancer outfit, thanks to Shroud Marketplace and Weddings and More by Laz. But of course,
yeah.
if you want to buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related, especially rares, real rares, you can go to shroudmarketplace.com, and Jack's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Hey, you need to go to shroudmarketplace.com, click on that register button in the top left. Buy anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related, as long as it's not a bannable offense. Anything and everything from accounts, game gold, Crimes of the Obsidian, all the way to services. Remember, as long as it's not a bannable offense, you can buy it or sell it at shroudmarketplace.com. So you need to go to shroudmarketplace.com,
That's
click on that
right.
register. And if you want to start selling your stuff, click on vendor registration, start listing your stuff.
Is
Yes.
why are my merits bundles in the services now? How did that get moved over there?
Because you put it in services, I don't know.
I don't know. It's never been there before. It's there now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay.
it has. Yeah, it
Yes,
has.
is well,
It's
if it
been there
is,
for
well, if you're looking for all the
whatever.
merits fitness and yoga emotes in one bundle, you can get them out there because they're no longer available
Merits
because
is
merits is gone
gone.
bye-bye. That's right. So the only place to get them now is through somebody who collected a whole bunch like yours truly and has loads of them for sale out there for you in game. As I don't believe those are teachable either, so I'm surprised Catnip hasn't put those up for sale either. That's just another one of them things that
Yeah.
don't give them any ideas. Well, no, maybe if they put them for sale, at a higher price, then I can make more money off of them by,
Oh yeah.
by undercutting them because, I've got loads
Yep.
and loads and loads of them. But anyway, Mom's Ore Refining Services, and of course, my shop and Jack's shop, Synesis stuff, and Lazarus Long's weddings and more. Because if you want to buy a duck, you want to marry your duck, you want to do anything to your duck, you can go ahead and do that through my shop, Weddings and More by Laz, because after you buy a duck and marry your duck, I don't care what you do to your duck after that because you're legally married to your duck. So you can go ahead and get her done, as Larry would say. But yes, we got to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to go ahead and pick ourselves a winner. Let's see what game we got up for grabs here. Let's
Close
see what
giveaway.
game we've
Pick a
got up
winner.
for grabs.
And come over here and go to Gorix is getting a game. Tokyo Xanadu X Plus.
You got a copy of Book of Demons on Steam, $24.99, going out to one lucky winner. And let's see who that lucky winner
crap. Tokyo Xanadu X Plus. You're gonna shit yourself. Take a wild guess how much that one cost.
$56.
$59.99.
I was gonna say 59, but
Yeah. Congratulations there, Gorix.
the Serpent Wine has got a copy of Book of Demons, $24.99. Jack's giving away a $60 game. I tell you what, that's about $85 worth of games right there and 2 giveaways. Bam, and it's done. So congratulations, Serpent Wine. Congratulations, Gorix. And we'll be back with more news, information, shenanigans, and hijinks right here tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.